everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Bao the Whale is an independent VTuber who has had a lot to say recently. She is very popular. She has become the sweetheart of many. And right now we're going to be talking about something that I talked about earlier, but I was not aware that it had gotten so much attention in other circles. Let's take a look. Of course, Bao the Whale, this is her Twitter channel, her Twitter area. And she did say this: if you're an up-and-coming female content creator with a small but growing audience, much larger than successful male content creator approaches you out of nowhere and showers you with attention on stream, in DMs, etc., do not walk, run. The issue that a lot of people had, that I'm seeing, at least that I was able to see, and I'll be able to show you, is the fact that she singled out male content creators, when of course there are lots of predatory female content creators out there as well. Predators come in every shape, form, type, everything. It is not just males. It is something, I guess, that for her she wanted to put more of a focus on, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. But of course, people took a look at that and saw it as very much a misandrist thing. And I will show you why people saw it as misandrist. I will leave my opinions out of this one for this one. I usually don't do this, but in this case, it is a hot button topic, so I will leave my opinions out of this and just show you what others have said. There are some people that have said here, tend to mention this post is very wise advice, just mindful wording. When you say male content creator, your words are specifying and singling out males regardless of intention. That is very true. Instead of it being vague, just say larger content creators probably would have been better. People will use such wording as ammo to generalize all male content creators as threats. And that is also very true. Wording is very hard for many people, including myself. It is something that can get you, as happens here. You can have the best message that you can have out there, which I'm guessing her message was more of any larger content creator run, but she did single out males in this situation because of her personal experience is what I'm guessing. Let's continue on and see what other people say. We have Floki also saying, I'm convinced this woman has one of the more intricate and stronger honey traps in place. Twice she has done rather horrible things just this year, and twice people without a brain line up to play the shield. Doubling down on her sexism, and y'all lap it up like ice cream in July. Again, this is a person's opinion. This isn't necessarily mine, but this is a person's opinion here. Of course, things can be worded better. In hindsight, hindsight is 20/20. Things can always be worded better. I know this personally from recent experience. This blew up. I don't have anything to plug and wouldn't anyways. Just be better people. Be kind to each other and judge everyone as an individual on the content of their character, not the color of their skin, the genitals they have, or any other immutable characteristics. Since so many people can't understand it, her modifiers don't actually mean anything. What is larger? 5, 10 viewers more? 20 to 30 more? Success is even more subjective. Everyone sees it different. As success is her, what all like 5 men? And then 5 men in VTubing. Do suddenly women never do anything? Only designated men as the perpetrators and women as the victims. So that's rather limiting. What about honeypotting? It's similar to older than love bombing. Similar and older than love bombing, and pretty female initiating. What about women who try to use their size success to destroy friends' careers to gain their growth, to stifle others, kind of like what Cinder did recently? Generalities are rather harmful to those who don't act, and victims who gain a blind spot for rather decently sized predator pool. Because as Cinder has shown, women can be very predatory in the way that they act. Maybe not in the bedroom type of predatory, but a form of predatory as well. There's only one constant in the VTubing world I've seen over my 4 to 5 years here. People are not against doing whatever to grow. Betrayal, honeypotting, love bombing, friendships, and even approved sexism, racism. Hope you have learned something. I'm muting this for now because the large VTuber female, by the way, decided to bring her following here on false accusation only able to be made because of said generalizations. Now, that larger VTuber is alleged to have been Shondo, Fallen Shadow, and they have alleged to have been, saying things about this person here. Says she has a history of self-victimization using mental health to manipulate, talking about Bao again. She also attempted to destroy a smaller up-and-coming VTuber's career based on a lie without confirming the info. Knowing and unknowing is highly questionable at this point. So yeah, sexism sucks in general. It does. No matter if you are a large creator, a small creator, no matter if it's intentional or, you know, just because of the way you said it, it does sound, can sound sexist to many people. Let's continue on. After watching Bao's explanation, giving different sides here, of course. I only care to write about my experiences and pattern recognition. My experiences is that powerful male creators who shower at others with attention are bad. Did nothing wrong writing this. All the haters are Cinder fans, stupid, or male predators. If actual pyropups were attacking her, they'd say, if you're a content creator then emotionally volatile, only wants to be your friend, don't walk, run. They'll end your career in a meltdown before ever reaching out. That's not the case, so I'm calling BS. Taken literally, her statement reads as powerful men equals bad. So no, it's not about people being illiterate. The irony is how she is now doing exactly what she was accused of, calling all male critics predators. The core issue is she won't own her mistakes. What started as a simple slip became a defensive mess that only reinforced what people were calling her out for. Also, if there are other people attacking her on her behalf of Cinder, that's pretty silly. Yeah, anyone who attacks on behalf of someone else is really dumb. Getaway, my experience, etc. Here, we also have people going out here of her actual take. And there it is, apparently asking for there to be no sexism is itself sexism, and women hate. Yeah, no, F Bao to VTuber. This person says F Bao VTuber, and F her honeypotted simp fans who will never call her out on it. You effed up. You're a perp, just like the ones you warn of. You are an idiot. And this is from Azalis, who said, I hate to see what it is like you say to your peers, while remembering you have you have male fans when they've given you charitability. If you take this much an issue with being called a misandrist, then stop surrounding yourself with yes men and make your point clear. So this is what she has to say here. Let's listen to it.
I had a lot of strong feelings about this. And to the people that are trying to dilute what I'm saying to fit their own, like, stupid-ass anti-woman, I fucking hate, you're misandrist, I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. Go fix your receding hairline. You ever heard of minoxidil? Yeah, try that, all right? Don't care. Wrap it up. Okay. Hey, man, you're outing yourself, okay? I didn't say anything. You did it yourself.
Instead of giving out bad advice, allow me to suggest a different way for you to pass the time. Shut the fuck up!
She wasn't helping herself there, as many people have shown. Just as many people have said there, she wasn't helping herself. Like I said, her original message of this one here wasn't necessarily a bad message. Was it worded incorrectly? Yes. Did it single out a whole sex based on what a couple of people have done? Yes. If you had changed the wording, would there possibly have been a lot of people calling you a misogynist? If you said much larger female creators and warning people of female honeypots, of female things like that, like other people have said, yes, you would have been called a misogynist immediately. So a lot of people here, from what I'm getting, are saying rules for thee, not for me. That is what a lot of these people are criticizing her for, according to what I'm seeing here. This isn't the best way to handle criticism. Comes across as defensive rather than reflective. Really hope she reconsiders her approach in the future and understands that broad generalizations don't help meaningful discussion. That hopefully she never ends up receiving end of a broad generalization, because by her own logic she judged guilty without any real evidence. Of course. And like this person says here, it continues. About correct, yes, absolutely. Is it worded poorly? Yes. What she said can and does happen, but it's not limited to men, regardless of gender. Like I said, anybody in power will do that. There are female, for example, female teachers who victimize their male students. A lot of female teachers have come out recently victimizing their male students. Anyone with power, absolute power, corrupts absolutely, whether you are a male or a female. The charge of success was also vague, like other people have said. It could be 5, 50, 10,000. Makes it harder for creators to reach out, collaborate, or build genuine friendships, because this could start making people like, ew, you are a male? It could be. This is what people are saying. It could lead to people be like, ew, you're a male. Oh my God, you could be victimizing me in the future. I'm gonna be very watchful of you. Some people will take it that way. Most won't. Like 90% of people won't, but there are some that will. It's not exclusive to men. Anyone can act this way, like I said before. Bao's wording didn't help, as a lot of people are saying here. Male in the space, disheartening to see how this community's attitude towards men has shifted. One moment is support all males, next is avoid all males. It doesn't often, it feels like we're not allowed to exist or grow here. Statements like Bao's only reinforce the negativity and encouraging people to distrust male VTubers. And when we try to express these frustrations or clarify perspectives, we met with the usual not all males response, as if the excuses of poor wording caused confusion in the first place. Maybe the misunderstanding isn't on us, but on how the message was delivered. Yeah, deliver the message better. I mean, that's something that could be happening to everybody. I have fallen under delivering a good message in a bad way. I fall under that as well. Larger, more established creator reaches out to you unexpectedly, approach with caution. That would have been a better one. I do agree with that. Choose your words carefully enough. Firmly believe there is zero room for misinterpretation. I don't think she was malicious whatsoever, but her wording could have been much different. That is my take. I don't think she was malicious, per se. A lot of these people take it as malicious, as her being 100% misandrist. I don't take it that way. I take it as bad wording. It is hard to have good messaging for everybody. And it's something that she feels to be very, it seems to be that she feels very strongly on. And it's something that she can, that she was just saying out of, you know, some recent stuff that happened with Miskiff and stuff like that. And this person also was saying things like not people getting upset about for warning girls to be safe. Instead of crying to her and hating her to generalize men, maybe think about why they're generalized. I could say the same thing about female teachers. Don't trust female teachers then. I could generalize that way because I've seen tons and tons of female teachers victimize their male students recently in the past couple of years. They don't make the news very much because they call it as had relations with, not the actual R word, which is what should be used. Because it happens so much that it's something to be warned about. Not all men, argument all over again. And then this person, you know, was saying that isn't wrong, but the way she phrased it was wrong. And they ended up getting muted, banned, blocked out of just saying that. So it's a very hot button topic. That is why I'm taking as long as I have. And why I'm not sharing very much of my opinion, because it's a very hot button topic. I don't want the message to get lost in my personal opinions on these things. I'm just saying the things that I've seen compared to that. Like, it could be going both ways. Do I think she absolutely meant it in the misandrist way? Like I said again, no. But with being such a big creator, her also saying that, you know, people should be responsible as big creators, she should have been a little bit better with the wording there. I think not because she said anything wrong, but because, again, the message gets lost depending on your wording, unfortunately, in this society. MaeFae is a hardcore flower fairy of Remnant from AegisLink. And AegisLink recently has come out with something that MaeFae has, you know, kind of organized, or at least is going to be a part of. MaeFae, Riki, and 25 vocalists unite for one unholy metal concert. Who are the 25 vocalists? You have them here. These are the ones that are mentioned here. They're going to be more and more than likely. It's MaeFae, Riki, Akugaki Koa, Alpha Beta, Amo Aster, Aruna Reaver, Avarita Hawthorne, Daisy Dandelion, Ekomori, Elara. You have Eva Ananova, Hades, Hiyori, Hysteria, Kino Kurosawa, Little Bit Lullaby, Lanfilia, Lisa, Raggy, Rocky, Rio, Ruby Winheart, Serena, Starstruck, Cynthia, Sanguine, Tomoe Carmine, Triggerfish, Yenna Youngblood, Zephyr as well, and other people as well. So this is going to be big between AegisLink and Chroma Shift. And of course, other non-agency VTubers, bigger VTubers like Lara's a pretty big VTuber. She's going to be in it as well. It is already, you know, you already have, it's going to be on the MaeFae channel. The metal concert is there. Already has the waiting room. It is going to be happening for October 30th. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of that to give you guys an idea of what is going to be going on there. And I do hope and wish for the best for them. Sox Vtuber Agency is a rather newish agency. It's a smaller agency, but it has a lot of good names under it. It's made by Flork of Cows, I believe. And they are someone who at first I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, but it's been going really well. And one of the reasons why I say it's been going really well is this here. They're going to Camisole VT and Yomi Quinley were going on a Fox local news thing. It's a con in Detroit that they're going to be having. And they're on here. Let's listen a little bit to what they're saying.
There we go. This is Cami right here. And Cami, so happy to have you both here. Tell us.
There's a lot of different ways you can do it. You can have a live 2D model like this one. You can have a 3D model. You can have just an image that moves when you talk. There are so many options to get into VTubing. It's quite fun. It's very.
So yeah, they start talking about VTubing, Yomi Quinley as well.
That's 4 to 20 different layers of artwork.
Wow.
So we support artists as well as people who technically put it together.
Yeah,
it's really quite fun.
Yeah, this is also incredible. And I love your voices too. They sound exactly like your character. I mean, even the facial expressions and whatnot.
So they're teaching people about VTubing because they're on the local news. You're not going to have a lot of other people other than, you know, the normies, the regular folk who probably have never seen this and is like, what is this anime woman doing on this anime, these cartoons doing on my screen? What the heck is going on? And yeah, of course, right here it says turn on TV. It doesn't matter what channel. They're really celebrating. Look, I'm on the news. Cam is old as well. And Sox Agency, this is real. Talking about all this. Let's heckin' go. I totally didn't start muted because of a plane flying over me. VTuber scuff is real everywhere. Veli says VTubers shall take over the world. Yeah, this is amazing. And this is, of course, because Sox Vtuber Agency kind of has a little bit more connections now. They know what they're doing. They know how to promote their VTubers. And holy moly, this is a big way of promoting their VTubers. Towa is the hololive affiliated Little Devil VTuber. She is an amazing singer. I do love her music. I have, you know, covered her music before. The reason why I'm covering her today, though, is because she's doing Towa's second live Shinier, but it looks like it says Shin year, and solo live after 2 years, climbing the stars to the future. Let's walk today's step together. She hasn't done a solo live in a while. That's what she says after 2 years. It's her second solo live. Of course, you have the actual place where you can still buy the streaming tickets. For the venue tickets, of course, it's already done, so you won't be able to buy the venue tickets, but you can buy the streaming tickets here, and we are going to take a look at the preview. The preview is not behind a paywall, so that's why I'm able to cover it. Of course, I'm going to cover it in little bits and pieces because fair use. So let's take a look at what happened. It was very successful. Let's just listen in a little bit. She did error to start out? Holy shit, dude. Holy moly. Ah, you're gonna make me cry with this one. She's amazing with this one. And just a little bit of history with Towa and Error. Error is, of course, a cover by Towa in this case. The last time she sang it in a solo live, she got extremely emotional, and she actually cried in one of the big moments of it. She did cry, and it was very, very emotional. For people who've been fans of hers for years, that's one thing that we remember, that it kind of like, because of the lyrics of it, it touches her heart, especially during the time that she did it. She was going through a lot of stuff, and it touches her specifically. It's like really close to her heart, and she did an amazing job this time. And right now, she looks really great in what she's doing. Let's continue. Ooh, a new look.
聞いて、常闇トワのことを知ってくれたみたいな人がやっぱり多いと思うんだよね。そうだよね。そう多いからなんかちょっとエモいの持ってこようかなみたいな感じで、もうそんな感じでコロッとさらっと決めちゃいました。
Look how full it is.
セカンドアルバムのね楽曲もいっぱいあるので。
Talk about a second album.
ください。はい、あんまりそんな言われて慣れてないもんで、はい、ありがとうございます。まずちょっとアンケートを取りたいと思います。本日、東京から来たよって方、2時間以上乗ってきた人。
And then after this, of course, it goes into the paid portion, which I'm not going to cover for obvious reasons. Towa has gone through a lot. She is strong. She has shown her strength. She has been adopted by the EN community after what happened years ago during her time in JP. The drama that happened then. I'm not really going to cover it right now because a lot of people already know about it, but she is very beloved because she is strong. She is a very strong VTuber, as everyone in hololive is. Of course, they're going to have their moments when they're down. They're going to have their moments when they have weakness, as every single one of us do. But moments like this, big successes like this, are one of the wonderful parts of being a fan of them. You get to see them have big successes like this eventually. And as a little bit of an addendum to what I had said before, we have Hakos Bales. Says, we all cheering for you. We're cheering for you. Go for it. And it says, Hakos Bales sent some flowers. Second live, you're shinier than all the stars in the sky. Love you, Towa. And that was from Bae. This is from Towa saying, Mori also sent her. Bae and Callie gave me flowers too. Thank you so much for both of them, even though they're so busy. So yeah, Bae sent her flowers here. And then here it says, congrats on the second live, Mori Calliope. You're seeing, wonderful things there. And also, of course, the merch and things like that. Just wanted to cover that a little bit because I had forgotten to put it in my original section. Mori Calliope, Callie, Dad, just don't call her mom. She is the rock and rapping, singing songwriter Death herself from hololive EN Myth, the first generation of hololive EN that came onto the stage and blew everything up, blew up the whole EN VTubing sphere. Why are we talking about her today, though? She has reached 1 million views. One hit, we did it. We reached one whole Morillion. A song I made just because I wanted to became such a success. Thank you so much. The song that they're talking about is Orpheus. This is a song where she just made it herself, kind of like, I don't know, showing a little bit of her emotional side, showing a little bit more different side, and it was a success. So yeah, that's a little bit of a short showing of what it was. But yeah, something a little bit that was a little bit different than what she had made before. Of course, it's not going to be as popular as her main songs, her mainline songs, but still, it is amazing to see that a song that she made because she wanted to bring, a side of her that others did not see. I mean, there are other people who've done it. Linkin Park has done that with some of their stuff. Someone that I follow, Slipknot, has also done it with some of their stuff. It doesn't become as popular, but you give them deep respect for going and testing things out as artists. She's an artist herself. She is a songwriter, a rapper, everything like that. So she creates these songs for herself, and it is exploring different sides of her, which I love to see. And I hope she continues to do more of this because, like I said, it lets us a little bit deeper into who she is. Welcome back, everyone, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. I do this because I want it to be a positive space, a space where we can help each other out and promote others instead of, just promoting myself. So today we're talking about RoxyManticore, a Manticore with a voracious appetite. Let's take a look at her Twitch here. I'm your Mantiqueen, and with a voracious appetite. Don't let the sultry voice fool you. There's no escape. Let's take a look at what she has here.
The whole dick twist.
Oh, God. Well, that was an interesting one to see. Now, I don't know why it had that issue before, so I do apologize for that. We're going to go for the RoxyManticore on the YouTube side, which is this here. They recently did have a model debut a couple of months ago and other things here. These are updates, little clips, other shorts, things like that they want to have on their channel. Thank you so much, Roxy, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching, as always. And of course, take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.